Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be changing these spark plugs and wires on my 95 F150. Has a 5.8 liter V8. First I'm going to take these screws off for the intake. Take the intake off. Get it out of my way for the get to the distributor. Okay, so now that my intake hoses are off, I'm going to start I'm going to do the wires first. And I'm using NGK 52218. Ordered these off Rock Auto. I guess the part number is RC-FDZ013. I'm going to be using Motorcraft plugs, just standard replacement plugs. SP-415. So I'm going to do my coil wire first. Get it out of the way. Now the nice thing about this set is they have them conveniently numbered for you, so you know where they go, even if you don't exactly know what you're doing, which makes it nice for somebody that doesn't. Now I'm going to start at number 1, which is labeled on the cap right there. Start with number 1. Take it off, through. I'm going to come over here and find my number 1 wire. Fish it through. Now I apologize if there's any bad camera work. This is the first time I've really done anything like this, trying to film and work. So I need to learn to take my time a little bit doing this. So there's my number 1. And I might as well change the plug on here too. It's going to be 5/8 socket. If it'll go on the spark plug. There we go. They aren't too bad, but still like to change them. then clip my wire on. It seems a little short. Does not, maybe it is on. I need to route it a little differently. That might help and give me a little extra. To make sure I'm able to get it on all the way. Okay. Yes, there we go. Yep, now I'm on the plug. Now I'll put it back on here. Again, I apologize for terrible camera work. I'm not used to this. I'm gonna try and get better. If there's any suggestions anybody has about anything, please feel free to let me know. I do plan on getting a stand for my phone. Try and make this easier on myself. Now I'll just work my way right around. I believe it's number 3. Yes. Being as this is a 351 or 5.8 liter, it does not have, it has a different firing order than the older style 302s. Okay, good click there. So I'm engaged. Now, wrench. Trying to do all this one-handed for now. Trying to get used to this. Doing all this here. You've done things with both your hands for quite a while, it gets hard to get used to using one. Now, on this channel, we're going to be doing stuff like this, car work, tractors, farm equipment. I have some ideas for some videos lined up. But I also do work 10-hour days, so this time of year it's kind of hard because when I get home it's dark out, which sucks, but hey. Anyways, like I was saying, before I got interrupted by a friendly neighbor. Car stuff, tractor stuff, farm equipment, farming is what I expect to be doing on here. But also things might be a little slow this time of year in the winter because I do work. Now, there's my number 3. Number 3. And now this is, oh wait, I got this one. This is, you see where it goes. Pull it through. This is number 8. Gotta get up in the truck. Number, what am I on? 7. Number 7. Okay, there's my number 7 wire, old wire. Now I'm gonna find my new one. Okay, there's my new one. Fish it through, plug it in. Run it down, and then I'll change the plug again. Try and get a good view here. So anyway, something happened to the phone in the last couple minutes. But anyways, I have the new plug in, putting the new wire on now. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Now, go to my next one. I believe that should be 2. Yes, that is number 2. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, Ford labels their cylinders 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I want to take a second and say that in this part right here, I'm
5,
trying
6,
to
7,
explain
8.
the difference between how
Instead of
Ford
like
and
Chevy 1, 2,
number their cylinders.
3, 4, 5, 6,
And when I
7,
said
8,
about the Chevy, I
Ford
accidentally
goes in
pointed
order
to the
down each
passenger
side.
side front cylinder as being number 1, where I should have
the ones that
I
didn't
should
know.
have said the number 1 cylinder is on the driver's side front.
Last plug in. Now, where did my wrench go? Oh, there it is. Tools are always trying to run away. And there goes the extension. Try that again. Nope. How much I'm struggling doing this, you'd think this is my first time. No, I don't use anti-seize or anything on plugs. Never really have. My dad never really taught me to do it. Nobody else really did, so I don't use them. use it on plugs. Now bolts and nuts and stuff like that I know I'm going to take off later, I do put that stuff on there. Like this EGR tube that I put on last week. I will put it on that stuff. Now, look for my number 2 wire. Number two. So anyways, here's my number 2 wire. Wife had to ask me a question. So, here's my number 2. I'll feed it under the intake through the other side. Plug it in. Come over here. Plug it into the spark plug. Maybe. Okay. Check that one. It still doesn't seem like it's in. I just wanted to check it again, just to be sure. I think I got it in now. Okay. Now is, let's see what number this is. This is, I think this is 6. Yes, this is number 6. Okay, number 6 wire. Number 6. Put it down in there. Route it up through. Oh no, I've got the black goo. Now, this truck I did undercoat it earlier. I use, for my stuff, I use PFC. It's Protection First Class. They make it in Somerset, Pennsylvania. So it's not too, a few hours for me. But I like it. Seems, to me, it seems better than fluid film. I think it has better results. That's just my opinion. I've used fluid film in the past, but I just didn't like how it worked. I don't feel like it sticks as good as the PFC. I think the PFC sticks better. That one's gonna be stubborn. There we go. I did recently put this motor in, that's why it's all freshly painted. right down where the black goo. Oh. Uh-oh. This is the current situation. It's down in here, black goo. Uh-oh. Gotta go out underneath. There it is. I am indeed struggling. Like I said, I've never done work and filmed before. It's a new thing for me. Okay, that one's tight. I'll put the wire on. Make sure it's snapped. There we go. Actually, number 5 is the next wire. So, change number 5. Now, I only have 4 and 8 left. So I'll grab my number 5 wire. Fish it through. Here. And same thing, take my plug back out, take my plug out. Thankfully they're loose. Makes it easy to do, especially one-handed. Okay. Wire. Snap. Number 4 is the next one. All the way in the back. Oh, almost fell. Under 4 wire, and that's my new number 4. Fish it under the intake. I think it's seated. No. Okay. Now it's seated on. And I am going to have enough to get back there. So, because I have this bend right here, I wanted to make sure that it was going to have the reach. There goes this guy again. Always falling. The struggle is real. Yeah, that doesn't matter. That's okay that that plug just ejected itself. It helped me out. Uh-oh, there goes the plug. On the ground. Don't you just hate it whenever you're trying to put these in? You got one in a weird spot and you think you got it in, you put the wrench on it and you just keep spinning and spinning and spinning. And it feels like you're there forever. And you never get it in. It's annoying, most annoying thing in the world. Okay, make sure that doesn't touch. Don't want that to burn. Now we just have number 8. Which, like I said, it's gonna be your farthest one back on the driver's side. On a Ford. Oh. Can't use extension back there. Just to the cab. Again, apologize for the bounciness until I get a tripod. And I get used to doing this more. It'll be like this, and maybe, hopefully I hope to get better at doing this. Okay, now, there's an 8. Uh-oh. The old plug's stuck. try and get this out of here. Okay, so I'm going to try and attempt to get this out of here with a hammer. Now, if nobody's ever seen this trick, just lay it on a hard surface, and voila. Most of the time, sometimes you have to hit them a couple times, but you will get them out. Now, tighten this up. My number 8 wire on. Maybe. Okay. I think it's on there. Feels like it's on there pretty good. I'll just bring this guy up. To his home. And voila, it's all done. Now, I will go ahead and put the intake back on. This thing's a little bit of a struggle because this is not the original bracketry from this. This is actually, since it's a 95, it should have a solid idler pulley there, and the tensioner should be right about here. But I got tired of the pulley down here breaking the bolt. I had it happen twice driving home, and I got tired of it. So I took the alternator and pollution pump bracket off of an older 302, which is the same for an older 351. And this is actually an alternator, 130 amp alternator for a 94, I believe, Mustang. But it's a 3G, so it works with the wiring in this truck. These two boots, these two clamps, snug down. I'll go ahead and start it up. Some of my mess picked up a little bit first. Pick these boxes up so they don't go flying everywhere when it starts up from the fan. I'll go ahead and start it up. Okay, well, seems like everything's good. There's no loose wires or anything. It's not missing. Not that it was missing before, but it's just routine maintenance I wanted to do. So if you like this channel and you want to see more from it, please give me any suggestions, what I could do, camera work, ideas for videos, anything like that. So until next time, thank you.